Hey guys, so today I have my March favorites. Now, if you follow me on Snapchat, you probably know that I did film a February favorites, and you'll have noticed that it has not gone up at all. If you're a YouTuber, you know that sometimes you film videos once, twice, 5 times, and no matter how hard you try, the video just does not meet your expectations, and I couldn't do it. Like, I filmed it so many times, and it didn't work for me. And then, of course, since it's a monthly favorites, it gets too late, and then the whole thing just got scrapped. So this is kind of like a February and March favorites. I hope you guys don't mind. There are a few more products, I guess, than usual, but I figure the more favorites, the better. So let's get started. I do have some products that I wanted to circle back to from that beauty haul that I filmed quite a while ago. So I have these 2 Tarte palettes here. They are definite favorites. They were both in that haul video. So first off, I have the Tarteist Pro To Go palette. I love this thing. I am wearing all 6 shades on my eyes in some capacity today. So there's 4 of their like regular shadows and then 2 of their like special Tarteist palette formula, whatever it is. It's kind of just like a very metallic shimmery shadow, but it seems to be really pigmented at the same time. At least these 2 in this particular Pro To Go palette are really good. And then these 4 shadows, there's one, up here, one shimmery metallic shade, and then the other 3 are matte. I love this palette. This is so good. I think it was $21 or $22. It has almost everything that I need. The only thing that I wish it had was like a matte cream color, or even like a satin cream color. Basically anything to highlight. I love every single shadow. The only thing I would say is it's a little bit powdery, but I've never minded that. Think like Lorac Pro powdery, it's like that, but again, not a big concern of mine. I have the gold all over my lids, big shocker there today. I have these 2 matte kind of medium tone colors blended for my crease color. I have the dark brown in the outer corner along with another shadow that I'll get to, and then I have these 2 somewhat on my lower lash line today. The other one is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm sure you guys have all seen this, heard rave reviews about it. It's the reason that I bought this, and I love it as well. So I did use a couple of the shades in here for today. So I did work in these 2 matte shades again for my brow bone, the shimmery kind of light champagne color for my inner corner, and then this dark brown here a little bit to add just a little bit more of a smokiness to the outer corner. This palette seems to be less powdery than the Pro To Go palette, but they're both great. I really love them. I'm very glad that I bought them. Another product that I believe was in that haul video is this highlighter. This is the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick Radiant. What I love about this highlighter is that these 2 top shades, these lighter ones, they're basically the only ones I can use apart from that light champagne one there. They have like a duochrome essence to them. Like, they're not the type of highlighter that I typically use. All of my highlighters seem to be very straightforward. Like, if it's a champagne, it's a champagne. If it's a gold, it's a gold. But these are like, have that golden duochrome like shift to them a little bit, so they look really cool on the face, and I don't have any other ones like this. It's subtle, but I really like it, and the formula is really nice. These are very smooth, very pigmented. The only thing I wish that was different about this was that this champagne one was not sandwiched between these kind of bronzy shades. I like this color, but it's really hard to access with my brushes. Another highlighter favorite that I had to get back to is the Becca Champagne Pop. Guys, the first time I tried this, I have to be honest, I was like, it's nice, but I'm not super blown away by it. But then I picked it up again maybe a couple weeks later, and I kind of haven't stopped. Like, I, for some reason, really loved it the next time I used it. So it's just so pretty. It does have some kick up to it, and it is a little bit glittery, like a little bit, but oh man, I freaking love this thing. Like, I'm a proud Champagne Pop fan, okay? What I will say, I think the best way to use this is under blush. I had never tried using highlighter under blush because I was like, what's the point? I don't want to cover it. I want it to be like in your face. But because this is so freaking intense, it's much better, in my opinion, if you apply your highlighter, because it's just, it's wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. So if you apply it first, then you do your blush over it. I think it helps kind of melt it into the skin. Looks a little bit more natural. Just, it looks a little bit more blended. I don't know. It looks nice. I like it. So I am wearing this today. Okay, moving on to a couple face products that I used more so in February because my skin has been not happy with me, which is why I haven't filmed, because my skin was just a mess. It's healing now, but like my whole nose, like the tip of my nose was red, like straight up red, like think Rudolph red, and then my chin was like all kinds of crazy. I don't know, it's been bad. So I needed something a little bit more full coverage than I'm used to and what I usually use on a daily basis. So I actually pulled out two foundations that I actually don't really care for a whole lot on their own, and I mixed them together and it kind of created a perfect combination. So the first one is the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and the other is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. These are definitely like on opposite spectrums, so opposite sides of the spectrum. There's not two spectrums here, just one. So the Milani is incredibly thick. I would say this is kind of like a cream disguised as a liquid. It's like it really wants to be a liquid foundation, but it's like a cream. And also the shade of this is very yellow. Now I'm Asian, so I have yellow undertones, but it is like mustard yellow undertones. Not cute. It's not cute. On the other hand, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD is incredibly liquidy, like super liquidy, and it does not provide much coverage at all. Some people say it does. I mean, I guess you can build it up a little bit, but I would never say that this could reach full coverage, at least not on me. So these two together, both consistency-wise and color-wise, these kind of cancel each other out, and it seems to work oddly well. So I used these together pretty much all of February with a damp sponge. I definitely wouldn't use a brush with these, but a damp sponge kind of helped it melt into the skin a little bit better, and I really liked this combination. So if you happen to have these and don't know how to use them, or they're not working for you, I would recommend maybe mixing them because it seems to help both of them out. Next up, I have a brush that I haven't really talked about, I don't think. This is the Morphe E6 brush. Now this I use with like my regular liquid foundations for like regular wear when I don't need anything crazy. But I have been loving this brush in particular. And the reason is it's a flat top, and the way I've been using this is I'll put my foundation like dotted on my face, and then I will like stipple it on so that it's even all over, and then I will blend it out. Now I know this is something that people always do, but for whatever reason, normally when I dot my foundation on, I go straight to blending. Like, I don't know why I didn't do this or think of it before, but it totally makes a big difference because it evenly distributes the foundation all over your face, and then you blend it in. Like, come on, Katie. So yeah, I've been loving this. It's super soft, it's just the right density. I really like this brush. It has a good weight to it as well. Moving on to a brow product. I'm not wearing this today because this is specifically for when I'm not wearing a whole lot of makeup. This is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil. This is definitely a universal color. I would consider it like a taupe shade. So I've heard people who have blonde hair rave about this. I obviously have dark hair and I love this as well. I only wear like full eye makeup maybe twice a week if I'm feeling up to it. Normally I just kind of wear mascara, or sometimes I don't even wear mascara. I'm just like, forget it. I'm not into it today. And so when I do that, if I do full on like pomade brows, it just looks too much. It's too harsh. It's like a little bit too look at my brows type of thing. So this again is like a taupey shade, and so it is very natural looking. I can still fill in my brows, I can still give them some shape, but it's not so in your face. So I really, really like this. And I'm so sad I missed the day of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty where this was half off. I missed it. I missed it by like an hour. I was like, oh, dang it. Oh, by the way, it also does have a spoolie at the end. I like this one too. This one is like a little bit bigger than most, and I actually like it. I'm gonna leave that for you to interpret yourselves. Last makeup product, I do have a lip gloss. This is the Urban Decay Naked Lip Gloss in this shade Freestyle. I have talked about this before. I've used it in a Get Ready With Me, or it was in my prom video? Last year's prom video? I think that this was in there. I have been using this nonstop. I am not a gloss person. I think you guys already know that, but I've been using this in the center of my lips. I think it's kind of worn off a little bit now, but I only put it, and just like a little bit in the center of my lips, and it makes my lips look healthier, like I don't want to say juicy, but more plump, more nourished, and it feels better than just having like dry lined lips. I did use just like a nude lip liner today and then just put a little bit of this gloss on, and that was it. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've really been enjoying it. It's been all over my Snapchat, so yeah, I like it. Let's move on to a hair product, which
you know, I tried to do something today with this braid situation and it just doesn't work out. Why do I try?
This is the Joico K-Pak Color Therapy Restorative Styling Oil. Now, I talked about in my last video how I did bleach my hair the first time, still haven't gotten around to the second one yet, and this video is making my hair look super dark, but I have been using this since I bleached my hair, and I have to say my hair is softer now than it was before I bleached it, and I have to give credit to this because it looks like I haven't used a lot, but I do use this pretty generously, I thought anyway, throughout my, basically like the bottom half of my hair where I bleached it, and my hair is just really soft. It feels very healthy, no split ends or anything like that, so I've really been liking this. Next, I have a body product. This is the Body Shop Body Butter in Mango scent. I know you guys have heard me rave about these body butters up and down for years now, but I have to say, if you have really dry skin, try the mango one, or at least try any of the ones that are specifically for dry skin. The ones that I normally go for are actually the ones that are for normal to dry skin, like the peach one that I love, that's a normal to dry skin one. However, this one says 24-hour intense moisture for dry skin. This stuff will last truly for 24 hours. I apply this once right after I shower, and then I don't use it again until the next time I shower. And my skin feels so smooth, so soft, so nourished and moisturized. The peach one's still my favorite, but this one, as far as moisture goes, this one definitely beats the others. Next, I have kind of my random favorites. Okay, this is super random. Okay, this is my favorite candy recently. This is the seasonal Hershey Kisses in the carrot cake flavor, which may sound gross to you guys if you don't like carrot cake, or if carrot cake kisses sounds weird. I know, it does. But I do happen to follow along with some junk food Instagram accounts, which has been really bad for me and actually could account for why my face has not been good lately. I just put 2 and 2 together. Awesome. But anyway, I saved one and I just opened it a little bit because I wanted you guys to see how ridiculous these look. So they are like a full-on peach color. They're like pastel orange, and it's like, you know, you shouldn't be eating this because look at how artificial that looks. That's gotta be bad for you. Now the inside filling is supposed to be like cream cheese frosting flavored, and cream cheese frosting is my favorite thing. I'm gonna save my last one, but it's great. I love it so much. Super sweet, but like, for what they're so addicting, guys. I ate like the whole bag except for that one. I had to like look away from it so I wouldn't eat it before I filmed this video. Like, it was bad. It's bad, guys, but it's good. They're really good. Okay, so let's wrap this video up. I have a few last favorites. The first two are these hoodies from SheIn. They were both in my last haul video, right? Yes, they were. So we have this one, which I raved about in that video, and this one as well. So this is the one that is like super plushy and soft. It is fleece lined and it's cropped, but guys, I love this so much. I slept in it last night. I've worn it out places. I just love this. It's gotten to the point where I'm concerned that people are gonna think that I only own like 2 hoodies because I wear them so much. This one, on the other hand, is kind of like, think like a hybrid between a sweatshirt and a t-shirt. It's not super thin, but it's definitely not like super thick like a normal sweatshirt. But again, that's what makes it perfect for layering. You can put a jacket over this and you won't feel like too hot, especially since it is now spring and soon to be summer. So I really like these though. Definitely recommend them. My last 2 favorites are movie favorites. I finally saw Moana. I know, it took me long enough, right? I saw it. I absolutely loved it. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you doing so. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Lin-Manuel. I mean, I'm a little biased, so it's great, and it was nice to hear some of the Hamilton folks on there as well. Then my other favorite, I did see Beauty and the Beast. I loved it. I thought it was great. I love Emma Watson. She's like one of my favorite like celebrities out there if I had to pick. Anyone who is boycotting it for a certain reason that I will not mention, you're an idiot. I don't want to bash on your beliefs, but Alright, so that is it for this video. Let me know what your favorites were for the past month, especially if they're new favorites. I am trying out some new stuff, new to me anyway, new products. Hopefully they'll show up in April's favorites. I don't know yet, we'll see, but that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!